Hi guys, how are you? Mulishani, how's everyone? No ways. Tim Makebi MZ8 baby. Nipo ba Tim Makebi Zulu. Come rain or sunshine. Tim Makebi, come rain or sunshine. Yes. Loyalty. We are the loyalty team. Loyalty. Checks and balances is not bitterness. Ala, imwe. We say checks and balances ni bitterness. No, it's not. You stand for what you stand for. Mwebantu. Tim Makebi is loyalty. Tim tatusera chisere. Tim Makebi is a definition. Tim Makebi's definition of loyalty. We don't move anyhow. Mwalishi wafe sando. Sando yaliko sa. Sando is hammer is hammer. We don't move anyhow. Ishe sando irasera fena imu. Amata isera chisere. What do you want me to talk about? Bahebert. Mulefa andande nshi bahebert. Ma topic. Kudia ma topic hayengi. Share, guys. Share. Abantu baratambanga babuka. Hi, Joseph. It's good to see you. Ba milk, my son. Ba Mateo, thank you. Thank you, Ba Mateo. Share. We dream big, Kaidi. Dreamers are achievers. Ngataulota ukafwafye na with no dream. Good evening, my milk. Dreamers are achievers. If you don't dream, you don't go anywhere. Dream big and dream in color. If you're right? You dream big and you dream in color. Okay? So if we're panopa page, we are dream big, okay? Dream big. Thank you, Josephs. I'm a filter. Papa yale womba pa TikTok. You know, camera yaba TikTok yali babuino. Facebook, but TikTok, their app is more superior than Facebook. No, but Facebook, I'm a camera yapa Facebook, I'm a picture. Kula moneka fe film. But I love TikTok. TikTok, I'm a cameras. Yeah. Ni enhanced. TikTok is enhanced, image enhanced. No, but Facebook, wire. I love TikTok, guys. Image enhanced. No, but Facebook, wire. Image, kuposa kwa mano pakchu moneke kufe fidi ya chansha. Pa Facebook, their thing is awful. I'm a camera yawo. Shaya tema. But TikTok, yeah. TikTok camera is the bomb. Share, guys. Share. What's happening? Where is the people? Tuisobu shikuifwe. Nifwe baba. Kaidi kunoni lunchtime. So, yeah. Let the other people go live. But today is abantu nishinaba pushia ma shows yawo. We come later after everybody else. But the message. Oh, na totela ba king. Thank you so much. Money gun, we want too many kwa my gift too. Kona totela my gift. My king, thank you for the hearts, for the money gun. Too many kwa my dollars, too many of my gifts. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Oh. Ili topic mwe want. Tasila lungu na bamuimina. Yeah? Tasila lungu, they want to drag her name. Tulia pulipalia shidi kwa Tasila lungu na leo. Na delimitation na yamba. So we have to follow closely. If could delimitation could you conquer closely. We have to follow what's happening. Good delimitation. Pantu kuya to alimfata mavoti. Thank you, Carol. Trying to look young, trying to look young. Then share my want. Invite people. People can watch when they want, when they are free. Otherwise, I'm just sharing. And they can each share. They can let me play a video while I'm sharing. Share, guys. Power up. Join in the conversation. Munelanda tamwene ya fake notice bapangi. The fake notice here chita circulates. At God, don't go to these pages. But if I bale tini abantu, But if I bale tini abantu, elo kusala ulafyama page ya kutinya. At if you go to these pages, Zambia tualialuka niku China no manaponga niku Korea. Are we in China or Korea? Pakchumule tinya abantu. Thank you guys. Thank you. I love the compliments. Oh my God. Today I'm being complimented. Thank you guys. Oh my God. You guys are chuffing me up. You're chuffing me up. Yeah. Welcome guys. Share by Facebook. By TikTok. Tatwa Jimbe. I know bale tutinya bale tusoka Shani. Oh please. Akusoke ni fie mukanaka. Waishibe Facebook mairo. Some of these people they came to Facebook mairo wese mukusoka ini. I've been in the politics for 6 years, since 2020. Mune Angara, you are playing. Hey. Guys, I'm a doctorate, so today I'm a doctorate in political science. Today honorary doctorate. Yes, nkaifuika nemwine pano. Nkaipela honorary doctorate in political science. Nkaichita crown nemwine 6 years. Last woman standing, guys. I'll be here. Nkaipela chi gown inka farina chi cap. Honorary doctorate in political science. Good governance. Women of substance. Nkaipela nobody netena niwe na raipela nemwine. Bala isamkututinya chituatina. We can't. I've been here for 6 years advocating. I've been standing here for 6 years. Sharia pempia shamundu na ngumo. I've not eaten a kobo for anyone. Hey, I can say it. I've not eaten a kobo for anyone. For 6 years I've been advocating. Guys, Hi. I've been standing on truth for 6 years. Muyangala imwe. Kwashara fyo kufuala nani nala fuala gown and cap doctorate in political science. Doctorate nde ipera nemwini. Mule tadika. Era mule isa mkusoka ini. Abantu people who just knew Facebook yesterday. People who knew politics yesterday. Mwese mkusoka ini. You are looking at Dr. Stumbeko here. Doctor of Political Science. The doctorate in how many years? I've been here for 6 years, since 2020. I have been here, guys. I have earned it. You can't say nothing. You can't threaten me. You can't. Waishire Mairo to join politics to start threatening me today. Kwangaloko. Kwangala. We have built titles, guys. Doctorate. I'm a doctor in political science. Tapai knowing Atarik. Because I've put in the time. Thank you, my Emmanuel. Today I'm looking cute. What did I do? Thank you for all the compliments. My Facebook. Thank you for all the compliments. Yeah. So anyway, ama topics ya lelo basivu sema na balundire mpia. Okay, yeah, it's okay, whatever. Na balundire mpia basivu sema. Chiterisha mwebantu. I want to play something, and then the case of the burial of ECL is still pending, and then there is pressure. Some people are posting pictures of Tasila. Tasila should join Bamundubile as the running mate. So we are here to talk about that, guys. We are here to talk about how wrong it is for even people to start suggesting that Tasila can come and run as a VEEP for Bamundubile. It's very wrong. It's actually insulting Tasila. Yes, until Tasila buries her father is actually disrespectful to Alalanda Popariashidi, because you cannot be, everything cannot be political. Now let me be serious. Tasila, everything cannot be political. We have to be respectful to Tasila and the Lungu family, because Filefia Bale Pitamok South Africa, Tekwangala. It's very serious, guys. Filefia Bale Pitamok South Africa, te joke. So number one, Tupak Tibambi Okula, bringing Tasila's name into politics is actually belittling what is happening there. It is an insult to the family. Just taking all. I know she's a public figure. She's a former MP of Chawama. They grabbed a parliamentary seat from her. We saw what happened. But luckily, the people of Chawama, they did not betray her. The seat remained in the PF camp. But this government, they literally grabbed that seat from Tasila because of the burial impasse that is happening. So these unscrupulous people pa Facebook unawambo kula post ama pictures ya kwa Tasila no kwebati ave running mate waba Mundubile. I'm saying this because it's on the internet, and then there are people who are saying, I don't know if it's true or false. This is all reported speech. Purportedly, they are saying umulume wakwa Tasila have received money to convince Tasila to come back and campaign as VEEP for Timundubiri. Okay, now let's look at the facts. One, Tasila baile kulia mkulu alika bawishi bafwa. Ifyachitika babalesho okuisa mukushika ende kwabe milandu kukoti Tasila aluse echipuna. So nomba Tasila ngakuti aluse echipuna mulandu wakwe bati alibwerere alikana. Tasila refused ukubwela so that she can come and work in parliament. She refused to come and continue her work without burying her father. Ali Kana. So how can she come and start campaigning to be VEEP when the dust hasn't even settled over her losing Iria City Akwe? Yeah. The dust has not settled in Tasila losing her seat. How can Tasila come and start to be a running mate when her father's court case is still there? The family is still mourning. Matters are still pending. So these people who are putting Tasila there to say, Tasila should be Mundubire's running mate, you are actually scandalizing Tasila, and you have no respect for this family. That's what we are saying to say, you people, stay away from the Lungu family, because Tasila, she's even cited in that court case. Ishi na dia komo dia bamudia mu court case. I have a name in South Africa. You know. I am a group 3 politics. So you just throw things out of the internet so that it sticks to create a narrative and to confuse people. It's unfair, Mwebantu. Can we practice civilized politics for once? Anyway, we can't stop people from doing ubupuba, you know. But what we can do, people like me who stand on the truth, the least we can do is to tell people the truth so that they are not misled. And I'm here to say, Mwevena Zambia, Tasila tetiese kuminas VP. If Yafyobale Chita is just creating confusion and commotion in the country, Tasila cannot come Minas VP. If we look at the facts, it's impossible for Tasila to come and run as a VP because the Kuri court case Kuria, and she's cited in that court case. That's number one. There is a court case there where she's cited as a respondent. Number two, Tasila in uwi no buteko wali mupoke chipuna, and the reason why mupoke chipuna chawama is Tasila alika na ukwisa to attend parliament. No kulanda tetimbwele mlandu taturashika batata. Number umuntu wake no kwisa ikala parliament mlandu wachiliro. How do you think kuti aisai ambe kuyapa campaign na bamundu emi nepa ballot na bamundu bile when arikan? Stop this madness vena Zambia. Mwemweba lechita cook ama politics. Ama politics aya confusion. You know? How can we have a whole team cooking confusion and posting it on the internet? And you are these people doing this, they are campaigning for a presidential candidate. They are a team of a presidential candidate causing chaos in the country by, I am here again, I am told that Tasila, not even I am told, I know Tasila has just taken a stance of being quiet because she's in mourning. They have a family spokesperson. Tasila talandana ngfimo because they are in mourning. So these people, if you never landa ma confusion is bale for ya PF ya kanike pakati. Echo bale for ya. They are working hard to team up with Chavinga naba UPND ababaini nokupatula PF pakati. Enchito yabo. The devil came to kill and destroy. And the devil came to shine. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. Efile chitika mu PF. Deshile mkupatula PF pakati. Efile chitika. Even bringing Tasila in this whole thing is to part of the destruction plan. It is my opinion, I can say it. You know? So, in your opinion, this plan of flashing images of Tasila everywhere is to kill, steal, and destroy PF. So, our message of Mwebena Zambia ikale nifye. Watch and observe. Fire ise furula. Ape file chika mu PF, file ise furula. You know? Mula mwane fe basanfia God. Ngabale sanfia God. Baibika fe pamyesh. God ilea ikele ikarapansh. If it's also, file fuma fideya. Yes, this is a cleansing moment. Even if you say Balubinda is taking his time, you know it's good that Balubinda is taking his time. Because if he is safe furula, all the people who should not be in PF, they are leaving. They are gathering somewhere, they are regrouping. So it's good. Let them regroup. Kabale yoko kuine, kabale ya. Let them go and regroup. So it's a good thing. All those cadres na mumona na bafuma mu PF wabe na makaders. But abe never ona wile PF baria. Na bafuma mu PF bonse. Uyo kali maisha likuisoko. Abo abe na tabe na black shan yuko na bobali yuko na batwala cadreism uko. So it is good if feel chitika is a blessing in this guy. Kabaise furule fe bafume fe mu PF so that PF can be rebranded without cadres. We don't need them. This is the one reason why PF lost. It's because of these cadres, and we have seen them. They are there. They have regrouped away from the main PF. They are threatening people, even me. Even me, Panopondi. These people, they break away people from the main PF. But they're threatening abantu. But I want to warn them. Be careful. If you are in diaspora and you are threatening people, ngabaisa kuikataba ICE or by immigration, we don't blame anyone. Blame it on yourself. I am just saying, I want to not to be sure break away from PF. Our theory group, Mudiba break away from PF. Murina Bambiaba join Teba PF, but Bachita higher to be on a campaign team. These people, they are in diaspora, they are practicing cyberbullying, they are practicing hate speech. I am just warning you, if you are in the UK or in America or any of these Western countries, it is just a click away. Pamafonia, I can report somebody, even as a third party, even if I can go on a UK website and report that person as a witness to say uyu muntu ale tukana ba mwamba na bula na ma video ene na ma screenshot yali ayenyo ale tukana ba mwamba bakapokola bakaya mutandalira. So tulelanda pano kwe bati, let us practice clean politics, because me I'm over there. Let somebody attack me, I am going to report people. Ndeme mafye mubebe ngabane no mubebe ukweba chentu chitefe ya clean politics part fiala bipa ngakutu chita deport bonse will go was to live na Zambia, so we'll be deported tukaye mkulandira ku Zambia. But in a case, because I don't cyberbully anyone, I don't practice hate speech, so yeah, I practice clean politics. But these people, let them be warned. This is a final warning. I can report you to the UK Police Department for hate speech as a witness, especially on attacking Bamwamba. You know, Bamwamba has been insulted, called idiot, shani. This is a warning. Warning shots are being fired. we are going to gang up and report you to the UK police for hate speech and cyberbullying. As witnesses, we can report you. So, uyishibire. Yes. Mumweve uliamayo uliana mumuishiba. Na yishiba no mwinenga munen muye mumweve kwebati ulipa last warning for you to start practicing clean politics before we call the UK police. It's a public website. You can report anyone for hate speech. So, Mirandu, she has already got chama cases ku police. No manga case ya hate speech na yena ya mukonka. Katwishi life ya kwefyo ya alaba kudi. Once we can report, come if it's a public thing. We can report. Ku UK police, you can report as a witness for hate speech. So all those insults, bale tukana ba mwamba, idiot, we can all get up and report her to UK police for cyberbullying and hate speech. So we are just saying, Mane, tuliwakalamba sana, let us practice clean politics. Promote your candidate and your candidate's ideologies, because we don't want to go there. Don't take us there. Oh, do not take us there, because we are internet, Chapa. My internet is 24/7. I'll just log on and report some of these people for hate speech and cyberbullying as a witness for some people, and then for some people, I'll report them as a victim because they have been cyberbullying me and they have been using hate speech against me. So, unomwaka, ama politics munda diaspora yale baparevo imbi. Tieni fye tureta promote ama candidate yesu with respect because we'll take it, we'll step at, so, you know me, I don't want to insult anyone. I don't want to disrespect anyone. So, if you don't respect me, I'll just report you to the authorities. And if you don't respect the people I respect, we'll report you. My problem is people who are insulting people. Kabili kuzambia, mwari derera kuzambia. Kuzambia mwari derera mulatutuka kuzambia. We can't report you pantu mwa praise singer. Mwaishwa. Ba praise singer mweba di locally, mweba ba locally based kuzambia mwari derera. Because mulatutuka na ngutwaya kuzambia police. Zambia police won't do anything. But kuri ama praise singer, not ama praise singer, makada bali mu diaspora. Amakada bali mu diaspora, bambi bali ku UK, bambi bali mu Zambia. This is a warning. Ngani webo kada ule tukana hate speech, uli mu UK mu America, ngana kuchita report. We can learn that in the movie, if kakuchitikira. Cause ama evidence, mune tukana abantu, mune posta pa social media. But mune labati tudi kuma diaspora. Uli mu UK, uli mu America, ule tukana omuntu. Cyberbullying. They don't play. Ero Trump efya. Ngani kuno kwa America, Trump alefya efipondo. Trump wants all those people who are behaving stupid to be deported. Tabakwete nshita mu America to tolerate ubupuba. You know? Kuno kwa America, if you nafi VEEP, na ma America ni wene barebe paya so. Umunti futi afo. For trying to protect your immigrant. No mbaiwe. Niwebo immigrant. Instead you become a better citizen. Waleta ukada ukufuma ku Zambia kuno mu America. It's another warning, a last warning. Is a last warning. Anyone who any kind of hate speech I will see from this camp. If you are in diaspora, muishibire mubebe. Ngana mwana fe hate speech ili yonse from kudia camp kuyoko ya mutari group. I'll just take that clip and send kudiba ICE. Muno mu America ni ICE ngani ku UK katuma kudiba UK police. Yes. So area shidio. Ili ama hate speech muyishibire. Tuanako kuikala na wikala fyowe mwine, we can't even relax. Eh? You are just trying to have a good time. You go pa internet bale tukaba kalamba. Ala, what kind of nonsense is this? That's why ikarefi. So since people don't want to use their scope on to do the right thing, we shall involve the cops so that maybe kuti bababika mu order babika kwa kwata ko niko Zambia ko mwangala bakada bakuzambia na bena tukadiringa na beno buteko nga bwachinja. For now, let them enjoy immunity. Leo bakwata. Let them enjoy it. But when the government changes, we are coming after all those cadres. That's why in Temwa, Uriati Junior Bali Ariana Pati B Mukulanda Jitu Adi Mubloka. You need a job. You don't need handouts. Umuntu na farafi na suchi wino aya umwaiche youth. At your Jitu Alim Bloka Patu na Limulombe Mpia. Get a job. You know? We are tired, and I hope Makebin guys Sakaisa banning a cadreism. This thing of putting people, giving money to cadres for nothing. Yeah? Uria Julia Bali, he has no shame. What kind of entitlement is that? Ni entitlement ya msango shani Junior Bali, yo, Jito alim bloka, patu na alim lombe mpi. I'm like, good for you, Jito. These people need to get jobs. By youth, get a job. Mwani mwana ku Nigeria, there is a trending story ku Nigeria. Umaiche uli omulumendo kashinga 19 years. Ale wula ma plastic ku recycle. And the Wodiati Shani uko TV, there is a guy, there is a story at Samuel's story. Go on TikTok, you see the guy, 19 years. Umaiche ale wula ma plastiki. Ukuya mkuchinja to survive. But our youth, they want to kuma feeding chubu kula bapele mpia kuma politicians as a means of survival. Yeah? Uwa balisha oko baya. Ukulefu mwenpi oko baya longa na kulia. Elo nomba kulianga ba longa na bambo kula tukana baya bashile bapele mpia. Yeah? Cadreism should be banned. Makebinga isa tufile tuwa banning ma cadreism. All these youth needs to be kuma famu baledi manireni season. What business are you doing at a TV station? Now for an asuchi let no kuti yo Jito alim bloka mlandu na alim lombempi. You go and earn a living, do whatever it takes. Ero nimbora na batiba pressing na wena na basamwa. Where we have the highest pay raise in civil servant. Okay, give us a break. Mule samwa kupela ba civil servant 700 kwacha pay raise, which is less than $40. When mule pela ba ka dama Ford Ranger nama cash. How much money was given to Kalimanshi? How much money was given to Kalimanshi? That's why we are saying we need to ban cadreism. We can't have a cadre being celebrated. When we have people for nothing. Like in Nepal, I've been advocating for how many years? Shari hapo na ngunikowa ya muntu. But Brebna Changala, for example. People like Brebna Changala who are there talking day and night. People like Sishua, who stand with the people. Who has given those people Mamona Fetio, but Brebna Changala, a vehicle has been donated for his cause as a human rights advocate. Did we see that? A good example is even this Bishop Alec Banda. A vehicle was donated to him, to his ministry. What happened? He has stolen a car. Court cases summoned to deck. But you have a person like Kalimanshi given a Ford Ranger, or for what? To go and insult these or the people. Kalimanshi is an ex-convict. Kalimanshi is an ex-convict. Ebale chusha wantu kudia ku intercity ukamugodi, terrorizing people pa intercity bus terminus. But these people, they are welcomed in UPND. Baba pila nama Ford Ranger. My daughter here, Hope Foundation, Alikwata Foundation kuno. Do they even donate money to orphanages? No. But they will take money and give to these hooligans, cadres, wale tukana bantu. This is the country we are living in. And we are not going to say I am happy that personally, all these cadres, hooligans, they are leaving the PF. So that mu PF, mushale fye, but yave ama true members who are not cadres, people who respect the law. It is good, let them regroup, ama kada yonse, let them leave PF clean. Let them leave PF clean. Let them go. Don't follow these cadres. Let the cadres go. Hi, Angel G. Hi, Maria. Hi, Hope Foundation. Elia, she don't want to work for this. Could you marry grouping? I want to voluntary group. Could you follow the honey? Number. How can you develop a country where people are going just ukuyam kukonko muntu mulandu wampia? Kuti mwata develop ichalo ngamleko nko muntu supporting someone, a candidate, because you have been induced to support them. Na tumfama story pa internet ati bambi baleta demand nama 1 million. That's why Mozambian politics. I was just in a meeting with some colleagues and we were discussing the caliber of politicians back in KK. You know, the caliber of politicians we had in the government in the days of KK. Fast forward, if we look today, mumoni ama politician over to akwata. Compare the crop of these politicians to the crop of the politicians we had in the KK time. Kwali ama intellectual, kwali ama intellectual abantu katukumfa fyeshina umuntu efya ngalanda so apa imwe not if mwachi pishama politics. Zambian politicians, my father himself was a politician, but baliaba mu government balia, they were men. Baka KK baka unanga kuli press conference. Mumushiteku mfana motoka. Everyone was packed and listening to what Kaunda had to say.
It's actually, Madam President, you're right. If we need to talk about development, it has to begin with the quality of the leaders that we have. We've cried for so long against this vice of cadreism. Cadreism has just been changing colors, but the same players. And these are the people that have made our politics so toxic, such that, you know, people that are able and are supposed to contribute to the building of our country have stayed away because of all these kinds of insults, violence that come with these kind of people. So I agree with you when we say this vice has to be banned, and it's good that actually in PF right now, it is actually futile. You know, there is a moving away from that kind of behavior. And it's right. You know, I like it. You know, sometimes God does disorganize you in order to organize you. And this is exactly what is happening. All the bad things, you know, because literally these people are so much in a hurry. You know, they're so excited. So they don't like something that is going smoothly, that is taking time to develop. They have no time for that. They want money here and there. That is all they need. And any person that dangles at some amount of money, that's the person that will be there. But the leadership of a country should never be measured, you know, in the context of how many people are making noise. It should be measured in the context of, one, the integrity of that particular leader. You know, the ability of that particular leader, the kind of influence and the kind of people that is able to influence. That is what should actually determine, you know, a leader. And I'm grateful that actually Zambia has been anointed with such a leader. I've really scanned through, Madam President, when you look at most of the leaders that we have this far. I'm persuaded to say Makebi is that kind of a person that for me, we can actually look at and say, here is a leader. You know, not only the fact that Makebi has stood with the family of ECL, but Makebi even as a person, he brings out that quality of a person, of a leader that can actually, you know, you can actually admire and really follow. And even the kind of, you know, vocabulary that comes out of him, you know, the respect for others, I think for me that is what is really important. And that's what has been lacking in the political arena for the longest time. All we hear are character assassinations. This one is this, that one is that. But so far, so good. I'm really impressed, and if the Zambian people, I would really like to appeal especially to the Zambian people to say, listen, let's not be again swayed or be moved simply because certain people are loud. No, there is more to leadership. There is more to leadership. I think let's look at the person. Let's understand what this person is bringing to the fore. The kind of leadership that someone puts out is never different from their character. That is just the way it is. If somebody's character is not okay, that is exactly what you expect in terms of leadership. You can tell. So even as we are at this point, let us understand that fact. Zambia is a blessed nation. All it requires and needs is a leader that loves the people first of all, puts the people first and not themselves. And that particular leader should be one indeed that says, I'll put my nation first. There is no way that our people would be going hungry when we have all the resources on our side, you know. Let me say this in my conclusion, Madam President. I was moved. I remember watching a video clip on a certain platform of this individual that is doing great work, you know, in identifying the vulnerable, and then he's picking them out and he's really helping. Then what came into my mind, I was like, we have these great, what you'd actually call great men of God who drive Porsche. If just 10 of them were doing what that man is doing, trust me, it would be different. A different, you know, this is exactly what we are talking about. That's the job of the warfare. That's the job of the government, the warfare. They should be able to come through and support such, do so much. But we are where we are because, of course, it's people that love the people, and I would appeal to people. Let's not be fooled, people. You know that we have electricity. You know, after 4 years of blackout, today you know, your auntie leaves you with a baby. Well, give that baby a porridge. You a porridge your auntie comes through and like, what has happened to this?
As Nadia Oh, that is a true description of what has happened in Zambia. Wow.
So Zambians, let us be aware, let us be alert. The moment you vote them in, we'll go back, we'll reset again the factory. We'll go back to, you know, even the same electricity that has come, even if it's available, it's extremely expensive. You've heard how people have cried. You've heard how people have cried on how these units are finishing. Then someone goes and says, no, it is because of ERB. No, ERB is an organ of the government. So they care for the people. Why steal from them? So basically, they've posted the cost that they were making when exporting power to the people of Zambia, which is not actually fair. Which is not fair. So work done is equal to zero. Work done is equal to zero. So we urge you, our fellow citizens, let's rise up. We only have one country. We heard what the president of Ghana said. The way to development is in strengthening, first of all, of the institutions. If the institutions are weakened, forget about development. Forget about development. Because if you want to make any investment in a nation, in a country, even if you're a citizenry, you must be assured that, judicially will surely protect, your business. First of all, if anything happens, you should be able to go to courts and believe that the courts are going to give you a favorable judgment. But currently, that's not the case. All right, our institutions are very weak, very, very weak. They are not doing what they're supposed to do, to save us, the people. Really, we've lost confidence. Somebody would ask, how have you lost confidence? I actually see I have a litmus paper to use. Look at what is happening to the PF today. All right? That was the last defense. That was the last hope that they should have. All of us should feel like that. If I'm infringed upon, if I say I go to the courts should be able to hear me. But where you find that Mingalato Climax is in the judiciary, it becomes very difficult for the country, and you can't speak about development. No, forget about it. As long as the institutions are weak, people can put in so much, but as long as there's no protection for that investment, it will not last. We'll continue going through the cycle. This is why people that are clever, they don't destroy institutions of governance. They strengthen those institutions. Not strengthening institutions against those that are your opponents, no. You strengthen them for the betterment of the country and say, this is for the country. Whether on my side or the other side, they'll be able to do their job diligently. Then we can talk about development. But as things stand, let's forget. All right? And then finally, Madam President, I've heard people calling for Madam Tasila Lungu Mwansa to come to the fore. I think it's very unfair to drag that family into what I actually call dirty kind of politics. Dirty kind of politics is not right. That is a level-headed woman. That is a woman that has actually shown her humility and is going through very difficult, time of her lifetime, and she should not be dragged into what is happening and obtaining politically in the country. Let her mourn her father. Let her mourn her father. She's an adult. If she makes a decision, let it come from her. She should never be dragged in the mud, so that the people continue to insult her. No. Let's not create such a platform for her. It should never be done. She's going through a lot. She's gone through a lot already. What she needs is the support and the wishes that should come from, us people, to encourage them as a family. That is all they need. Let her not be dragged into what is obtaining right now. There are so many people. If those people that are calling, in fact, you are all Zambians, you can also be running mates. Why call someone else? Be
Imagine.
a running mate yourself. Yeah, be a running mate, and then people support you. Why bring someone else? Thank you, Madam President.
My doctor, my dear K, I can be camera shy. That would be the first. My dear GK, I'm camera shy. Far from it, far from it. Powerful contribution by Josephs, by Angel G. Welcome. Yeah, so.
Hello, Madam President. Hello, Madam President.
Hello, Madam Angel G.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to maybe quickly come in and all that. Yeah, but Joseph, good evening.
Evening to you, Mama.
Yeah. You know, every time I listen to your submission, I say, wow, there goes Mr. Joseph and his submission. It's very, very, good and to the point. Yeah. So for me, Madam, looking at the issues that you've discussed, I think I'll quickly touch on the issue of the things we are seeing on Facebook, in the media. Let me just say in the media of how people now are advocating that Tasila should run as a running mate too. I've even seen on your Facebook. I think I saw people saying, so you wanted Tasila to come and campaign for Malukula and all that. I've seen in the notes, in the messages, and also I was laughing. I said, oh, so you want Tasila to come and be a running mate to who? To Mundubile and whatever. Oh, that's a good one. You are the same people who are saying, no, he should not come here. Let him bury
Malukula cannot come here. I cannot come okay, right?
I cannot come okay, but
Yeah.
I cannot come okay and say she's a running mate. So I also appreciate the thing you did yesterday where you said, what type of hypocrisy is this? That is hypocrisy at the highest level. You are saying this and they don't even check the consistency in the things that
I know, balala babwangu.
Yes, they forget.
They forget.
It's so sad. So let them not be doing hypocrisy of that kind of thing for me. And then I look at the issue of, where they're saying, oh, this one has endorsed this one. Oh, this one. Yes, these are big machine. Whatever. Madam, they're trying to run a public perception to the Zambian people, to wake the Zambians, to say Zambians, FHTKF. Zambians, let me tell you the truth. You cannot make an illegal thing to have a legal outcome. An illegal thing cannot give birth to a legal outcome. What Bamundu did was an illegal thing, so there's no legal thing here. So once without even looking at the legal implications of whatever they are doing and all that.
My dear, apopenopo mwachilande fya my endorsement. Umuntu enda na kaputula. Oh, nomba tuchure muzambia. Umuntu enda na kaputula pa internet. At yo, he has endorsed what? This is the thing. Munaichi pishama politics. Okay?
Imagine.
Let models who make umuntu apange shina exposing a body number or muleleta muma politics as being celebrated to endorse a presidential candidate. Okay, fimo bambi abantu, let them say mulia kulia kwende kuma social circles kulia oko bachita entertaining chalo as model, let them stay there. You cannot bring umuntu enda na kaputula as a model. These are the same people we are parading to say they have endorsed a presidential candidate. We are confusing people. Let's be serious, Bunny.
Not only that, madam, when you look at the whole thing, what pained me mostly for me is when I read the comments which were done by one of the people also of that same team, Tabesha, and saying, thank you, Mama, for preserving the legacy of ECL. Are you sure? You've forgotten the same person who you were saying preserving the legacy of ECL was actually insulting the Lungu family.
Yes.
And today you come and tell me that she's preserving the legacy?
What
kind of madness?
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy at the highest level. And I think now Red family where never zombies. I think they've been zombinized. They've been zombinized because they've stopped thinking. It's either they're thinking about their freedom of Namakwate Mirandu, so to protect their Imirandu, to say Mirandu Shala so you change so that because in a project, in a new PND project.
But you know what, my sister? Awabe Imirandu Shala Fula Pantu in Nepano before you came, Nachiveva Nat Ine. Ingawaba diaspora ku UK. If you insult me anymore, I will report you to UK police. Then nimba bika pa notice. Inga uri munomo yu America na nguri ku UK. If you are doing cyberbullying or hate speech against me or against anyone I respect, my dear, this is your last warning. It is your last warning if you are in the Americas or you are in the UK. Let's just promote your candidate. We can that in the movie. Because ni Mbappe last warning ababa ba timu fiancé. Every day kula tukana abantu. Instead of yeah. Timu fiancé.
You know, it's so impressive. And like you said, now by receiving a kalefidafine, the same cadreism which even Balungu said, yes, I know what made us lose. They are the same people. Now by a bachelor group Rafine, and it is good. At least our Makebi Malukula
is clean. Ni God na ikara punch. Iti ashala na pia na menshi. Yes.
Because the same cadreism which brought people, and I thank God,
Kabale yana menshi bati mfiancere inendeba warning afye panonga mubebe kwati. Mama Joji, Madam President, let me just chip in before you go, Njoji.
Okay.
The issue of ECL's legacy. What is ECL's legacy? You know, that people want to claim, by the way, presidency is not by endorsement in Zambia. Presidency is by voting. So these people that are endorsing don't even mean anything. ECL's legacy, we look at the person of ECL. Who was he? What did he do? What kind of life? How was his leadership? Who did he embrace? That is the most important thing. And all those people that are claiming to uphold his legacy, by far, you know, from who that person, from what that person stood for, ECL stood for unity, all right? Infrastructure development, forgiveness, you know, respect for people, respect for the rule of law. That was ECL. So in their behavior, what legacy are they upholding, or they are creating their own? It has nothing to do with him, but everything to do with their desires and their purpose, not the purpose and what ECL stood for. ECL stood for unity. It did not stand for disunity. It stood for respect. You know, this is why he was able to start him being the president, the former president. He went to Uka where he was really disrespected, but he respected those people and he humbled himself to the level that they would actually relate, you know, at that level, regardless of all the things and the knowledge, the wisdom that he had as a president, as a former president. That is the legacy of ECL, not the insults. He never insulted. He didn't do that. He forgave even those people that betrayed him and, you know, hate him so much. He embraced them and forgave them. He called for unity. He didn't call for breakaways. No. He called for unity. He called for the rule of law. This is why when ECL was bad, he accepted, because he respects the law. He does not, you know, he does not hold anything, or does he break the law? No. I thank you, Mama Jis. Thank you for giving me the time, Madam President, again.
Thank you, Joseph. Welcome, Dempu. Angel, go ahead.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. How are you?
Winnie Mpumi, our mom, our mother.
Hey, in the view. But you know,
Hey, so ini mfulungana kofia papa pakati paka ingana isasanga mwalanda kwevi mfulungana vya matezi aso ndetamba kofia ene na jawe kwa firu fyana kuli bano kolo nombali nshiwo kwete opinion imbi.
Awe, landeni fyo mleto ntonga nishi mwafulungana soni.
So Abama days I actually statement of what is happening.
Okay.
Especially to the PF side. To the PF side, I don't like what is happening. And then futi, for Monaco, I'm sure to the land, especially the step that Honorable Brian Mundubile took. Na ileta akantu ine warasa nkoko bati abalera ndevi manje before ba opposition before they talk about opposition futi tulera ndevi instead concentration yesu tuchite concentrate kwe bati how are we going, especially you imumwe bali muvyalo, how are you going to bring together these people? If you are once we are negative, no are negative, I don't know how they are going to come together. Atwaisa sango kubati mumwe bali ngiro kuleta ababantu pamu mubene muleza musango kubati tamutsekere mu fire chitashani fire chitika relation yo fya chitire mawo samba ba chitire fe fimbi bafirufyanya and then footing amalosha PF ine nangwa pene mlando kubati kuti ba convention is impossible, they can't go to convention na ikosa ne step ba taking ko ba brand mundu but I feel as for me it's a good decision overtaking. You know, Kubashabe Koko, Bale village plan. And then the other things, Mwalole Shaba, Banankan, Bagiven Lubin has been there, Bali who acting president. Since 2021, he's been acting. Nothing. As if until he stood as well on a candidate. However, if you are a member, I will just support. But you are candidate, they were president. So the confusion after confusion until 2026. So I think Emmanuel Mwamba Bachilemba Kofibu Alolesha still Taparo still Tapati. Each level I got preferring another taking a step in. But I mean, it was a problem. They all want to be leaders. That's a problem. And they don't want to be late. The party problem, Paria. So, Imomabadi Ukoimwe, Mumvia Mashuisana, Ayakubaleta Pam. And I know while choosing a market, this Urukwat home support. Eh, Makeb Zuru in Chaisana and Abumbera Pamonana. I'm planning Mundo, the Katana, Babumbera Pam. But PFN and forget Nani started Takuri, Yadwa see you.
My brother, let me just quickly respond to you. I agree. I think when we were just starting, we did mention to say an illegality cannot produce a legal outcome. That is the thing. These are leaders that we followed over a period of time, and we all had hope that things would actually go the way they're supposed to go. What has happened to PF is not a PF doing per se. I want you to understand that context. It is not the PF doing per se. What the UPND has done to PF, it's a thing that has actually put and sent PF into what the chaos that you are seeing today. What you are seeing, the breakaway and everything, those are the fruits of the big damage that has been done to the Patriotic Front by the ruling party. Okay? Now, how should leaders behave in a situation like this? This is where, for me, we expected Bablani Mundubile to act like a leader that he is. You understand? Because, one, you know that you need everyone to come along. When things are tough, leaders don't quit, leaders don't pull away, leaders don't break. They stand firm in that position. You know why? Because doing that gives the strength to the person that is trying to destroy you. What makes you think that the person who doesn't want you to exist, if you migrate to somewhere else, they will not follow you there? Because the principle that is there is they do not want you to organize yourself. That is the principle. So now the question that you should also ask yourself, why has this person been allowed to organize and others not being allowed to organize themselves? Okay, those are some of the questions that beg a lot of answers to be given. So in the context of people calling for people to work together, working together, trust me, in the political system is not actually a problem. I know people are calling for unity and things like that. I'll give you a very good example. In 2016, was it 2011, somewhere there, before President Michael Sata became a president, they had gone into an alliance with UPND. You know, at that particular time, that was the call the people, unite against MMD. Then later, UPND pulled out of the alliance because they actually had undermined Sata. They said, oh, no, HH is the one that should be president, not Sata. Sata is not Leonard and things like that. So that alliance didn't work. But people had already made a choice. Guess who won an election? Michael Chilufya Sata won an election. So in the context of Makebi Zulu, for example, Blani Mundubile and others uniting, I agree with you. It may not happen. Unity may not happen. Though there is this thing that we need to know. The Patriotic Front, like you rightly observed, is not may not actually be given an opportunity, you know, to organize itself. But there is a part that you are forgetting. The part that you are forgetting is that PF is in the hearts of the people. This is why to this day, PF has not died, regardless of what has happened. To tell you the truth, the plan of UPND was the moment we nail ECL against standing, that would be the end of PF. That was they were surprised.
Yes, they thought PF, the people would disintegrate.
Exactly. But that didn't happen. So, it is important to understand, we may undermine Rubinda, call Rubinda, all that. But the morally, that is the person that is still holding what we may actually call an emotional PF.
And legally.
An emotional PF is with Rubinda.
And legally, morally.
Exactly. And that is the most important thing. So what is going to happen is this. Trust me. They have spoken about the convention. Just a quick one. Then you can respond. They've spoken about the convention coming before the end of February. We know that, again, it will be a moral convention. It will be an emotional convention. And when that happens, someone is picked, you'll see what is going to happen. You'll see what is going to happen. I really sympathize with PF. We may...
I am... but them Popotamulaisa, because Mwachilanda, I want to respond to Mashio Mwachilanda. Hi, Tuku, good to see you. So, Amashu Mulandreva Demp. Imamuna Mulandati. Barubinda Vale Kokola, so if you never chitavad, but that's a breakaway. It's like you kupondo into Tulande Muchivemba. For a lack of a better word, I can just say, Fidaba Chitaba Mundu Vile Kupondo Kapanganda, you just leave. Waya Pangane Chobe. Mwamona, it's illegal. It can never be right. Yes, but Hanibuela, you know? No, but does that give in some mundu video does that make it right? You can try and sugarcoat it. If you're brand, if you come, two wrongs will never make a right, my brother. And if these people, we are not talking about the soul of the nation. We can say it's okay. But what they are doing, they are trying to take over presidency. Kutumwatungurule chalo starting off with an illegality. Ngani football fye, yes. Ngani bola affected waranda te, it's okay. Bale dribula.
President Impundu. Okay.
So imamule supporter ichalo Zambia iya kwata constitution. I have a constitution here. Like Lolela, because I'm not going to entertain you to support an illegality, a problem. We must agree that as a country, people of Zambia, we are not going to support an illegality. Tualikwata constitution. There is a way in which everything should be done. Legally. No manga tuambo kusupport. Owa imache chawe inepantu. Ba mayopo walandile chubwadi wala pio wali. Na nombo waita wala pia. Wambo kutukana banoko. ero nombati yo kabiri bachikokolo kunayo bwali kuti twabatukana it's okay. This is what you're saying. We are a nation. Mwamona. Our UPND, they have broken down the rule of law to where now people thinking breaking the law is nothing. No. Now, Ghanaian President Bachilanda, restoration of institutions, respect of the rule of law is clear. But Brian Mundubire, God knows I wanted to follow him. Had he followed the right path, if he was picked by PF, I would be on his camp. But I can never support him. You could have been the bigger person. Eh?
Listen, this is exactly what we are talking about. If you followed the things the way they were unfolding, all right, that came as a result of certain things that probably you didn't even have information about. All right, to this day, Lubin has been vindicated against the expulsion that he had done against those people. To start with, on the Bill 7. Then secondly, we see the people that are still aligned. That was hijacking. You know, when you choose, for example, you want to disadvantage me over something, then you choose people that are loyal to you to run something. That was going to be a coup d'etat without them really realizing. That was what was going to happen. That didn't just start from there. So the most important thing for me, trust me, when I say I loved Blind Mundubira, I had so much hope. I was like,
I know.
Yes, we have a lion.
Because Makebi was nowhere, we had Brian Mundubira.
Here Mundubira speaking in Parliament, I was like, this is my man.
But Makebi
Yes, I interacted with. I told them, this is the man. All right? But he's a lawyer. You know, we are talking about someone that is going to take over the nation. If you start wrongly, that is a foundation that you should understand. What guarantee is there that you're going to protect and you are going to rule by the law of law and protect our constitution? All right? So for me, this is where that becomes a problem with BM. I thought being a leader of opposition, he had an advantage over everybody. That is
yes, well, you know, people know him. Yeah.
Had he just taken time, follow through.
Now, Mundubira has been destroyed by his advisors.
Better follow through. But Imingalato started in the background. You know, people that
Mundubira has been destroyed by the people who advised him to go this route. Yes.
For me, he had a very good opportunity to become. I have no doubt. Me, I had so much hope. But when I saw that take place, I said, no, he's power hungry and it becomes dangerous.
Maybe the advisors.
And then I went to they decided to go and vote because who votes are people. So in a leadership
just wait for the guy to speak. Oh, Natotela Moisen. Yes.
But you know, you not pata ko fe in leadership. Ya ku ya pama press briefing ba tampo kulalanda. Na mu achita explore abantu. Mu tampo kulalanda pama na that is not a good leadership, mami.
Aye, awa twaufa twatotera. Na imwe na ifa mwafa fa twalanda te. Na ifa na mu fa tulandire. Yes. Yes, so twamfana. So lekeni baba na ko ifitire balande kona bena. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you very much, Madam President, and good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Madam, you know, Abama leaders to Akwata, Abama presidents, they should follow what we want. They should follow the law. They are not above the law.
Yes.
But can you imagine? It's abrogated the PF constitution as an MP. What more when he becomes president? What will he do to the Zambian constitution?
Imagine.
Are we going to be able to have a word? Are we going to say anything?
Than HH. This is what HH is doing today.
Exactly. Imagine. So, let's not support people. Patience, and he should respect the party constitution.
Yes, he should. He's a lawyer. Actually, he should even be debarred.
Example.
Ba mundu bile law ngaila bomba muzambia fife bachitire he can even lose his practicing license as a lawyer.
Yes, because he should lead by
yes. Ba mundu bile tulande nomba kulu balirumbi ba mundu bile being a lawyer if fife bachitire Zlaz should even debar him kuba bafire baba funyapo.
Exactly.
He should not practice anywhere and nabutaito yeyonse dropped.
So, if our politicians, we give them too much power, but we are clapping and we are following them. No,
Surely, Peter, we can't move forward in that 2023. Tulela the pali current affairs Tulela the pafile nomba.
Let's not dwell on the past.
Yes.
Let's talk about what's happening today.
It was illegal. The foundation of that election was illegal.
How illegal?
Illegal.
How is it illegal?
Understand. That's why you are defending it. You people are not understanding it. But Oliver, go ahead, why we are saying it, the meeting where Mundubile was elected was illegal. Because people don't even know that meeting where Mundubile was chosen was illegal.
Hello, Badempo. ECL didn't leave a movement. ECL left a party. So that's why that we've expelled the Patriotic Front, and what is part of Tonse is the ECL movement. ECL left a party, the Patriotic Front. He didn't leave a movement. So whatever Mundubile Kudia, how is he part of that Tonse? Oh, that is illegal.
It's illegal, and explain to him, like why we are saying Kudiaba Mundubile Babasai is illegal because whatever Tonse, but the vice chairperson I to the meeting area without Baluwinda. Where Bamundubile was there, and then they expelled the PF party from the Tonse. Basta expel PF, the anchor party of the Tonse, by Funyamo, Elonomba, Babi, Kakashinga, I don't know, they changed the constitution of Tonse to enable them to have a meeting so that Mundubile is elected. Mamona. So it was all illegal. Ingamule Funya a political, like if they decided to remove PF as the anchor party, they needed to have all the PF members in that meeting to say, guys, we want to remove you as the anchor party. This is why we are calling a meeting. But you don't call a meeting without certain people and remove those people from the Tonse as the anchor party. That's a coup d'etat. Because the other people were not there. And then now that is case number one. Case number two, Mundubile is there among the people expanding his political party. So even now we can't meeting over expel political party over. Then you have also automatically been expelled because you are supporting people expelling your party. So how can you say you are PF when you are sitting with people who are expelling your party? You need to understand all these details. Be supporting because mwakula support afe mukaisanga muri mwamunini. Even me, some of these things I didn't know, but I am going to my platform tonight now for Balela and Nadi Konke Diash. Idiash Kudi Konka like me, I wasn't even talking about this thing because I didn't understand the dynamics of it. Until I followed people, I listened to many people. So I learned that, okay, this is what happened. Mundubile sat with the enemies to expel his own party. It's like panopanganda in a sanat kwatama problem. Umwana wande aima, nabanemba they're planning evil against me. Eh? Umwana obe kuchaya nabanembo planning evil against you. Nisha itamfya ifya chitaba mundubile. Vali itamfya fya bene. Because if he was part of PF, he would have worked to solve their problems within PF. Not nokuya umanaka pikudia baya kutonse. Those people in Tonse, they do not have even an MP in parliament. But then pulebali kwata MP. Nabanani bambibali obali nabe nakudi. They don't have MPs in parliament. NCP yali fuminem.
Let me add to what you have said to make the dump understand. But dump ngamle understand ama politics mfiremu akonka bwino bwino. Ukweba ati bushe eba lungu baile ku South Africa mkundapwa. Inani bashire ukuti abe president bashide balubinda. Manfa balubinda balaba acting president but nokuti babasala nokubaba ba chairperson of what? Of Tonse. Which Tonse balungu bapangire. Na bonse bali abantu. Okay? Ikala. Abo. Baisafu mabamundu bide. Baya kudya. Yes, kwa meeting bali for kwata na banani kani. Baisafu pasamuna because bali shwate fali fokusta. Bali fokusta futi na kudita. Kale baambe mingala toshi.
Bali binda tabale yako ku meeting mwalimu na bwino.
They come down there. There is a procedure. Ufilewa for procedure. Kuita meeting. Tetuna tuikala pano tualikwata maruzi. Na isa ndifati seni kuma meeting bonse seni kunipumi talipo. Ile kunipumi taulipo tuwakutanfia. Yesu fivu kuombe fyo. Follow procedures. Because mlefu kuna bonfia kwa tumulete ya katushinga chiyenga mlete chinga to chinga. These are real issues which are affecting the people of Zambia, and that is where we are saying let's protect the procedures, the rules, and the laws. As long as you don't follow these things, let's abrogate.
No shortcuts.
Constitution.
Yes.
No shortcuts.
We are not going to entertain somebody.
Hurry to become the president.
Shortcuts.
Constitution of PF, constitution of even Tonse, but Tonse how would you do that? Because perception go at 15 to 50
no. Ni banana republic yo. Amafunde nishita kuli mushalo.
It's all about dumping. Now, if it's the one to be the next December, people saying it's the same. Malfa, them, the party people saying it. So, it was a land that you feel to be like the Filipino. No, it is.
Lemberia party at Lubinda was in India. So, Lubinda ngali mu India kumulolela. Why are you in a rush? You have to, that's why you have to give enough notice to say, are you people available? What is your calendar like? Let's have the meeting on this day. You don't go and have a meeting when you know someone has traveled. It's cheating.
On top of that, madam,
imagine. Imagine.
That makes sense to you.
Chimona na exam walifumapo waliyo kwelo teacher letter test. Teacher letter examination when they know that you are not available to take that test. And then they tell you that you have failed the test because you did not take it. No. You have to make sure everyone is available.
What they did is illegal and it remains illegal, and that's why people who are with the people of Zambia, who understand issues, are calling it an illegal.
You can go behind all the fire, but in Nepanopondi, I will not support rebel behavior to ascend to power. Because if you can be a rebel political party, in government, when you have all the instruments of power. Who will be talking? Even if the people are behind the Lubinda, if behind Mundubire, you people behind Mundubire, if you understand what Mundubire did, you will not even support him. You are supporting Mundubire because you don't know what Mundubire did.
How come one say Bamamba?
Comments. There's someone in the comments on the land nangu.
Just problem.
Palasi mukonfafia ba mundubire baikatana na Chavinga. This is my opinion.
So
listen dempu. Listen dempu. Na nakuponyanga tawa umfwe. I'm going to drop you if you don't listen. It doesn't matter whether Balubinda is a vice president or not, because now we have to pick a presidential candidate to represent PF on the ballot. If PF PF will choose a special purpose vehicle. This is what we have to tell the people. If yakubutukira mwapagaka branch of party mwambo kwakanya abantu palasi tuwalamye bati nimo aba UPND project mwaisa mkupaturula PF pakti baluba mundu bire basendi abantu bambi ero bambi abantu bambi bashale na main PF. This is what we are going to say. Because why should mundu bire be in a hurry to branch off if he's really for unity? But Edgar Lungu, you saw even when he retired, he was hanging around all of the opposition to bring unity. But Edgar Lungu did not stand on by himself. But yo, Pant PF structures. I was president. I don't need anyone. ECL didn't do that. He went with anyone and everybody. So why should Bamundu be a branch off? So would I be wrong to say Bamundu has branched off because he's been paid by UPND to continue destroying PF? Can I be wrong if I say that? Baba Oliver, you can come in.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome, Baba Pombo.
I
am quite myself.
Yeah, I've sure Africa. Madam, Ukulanda Kofi Padi Iliashi. Abantu I grupu ya kutonse ya iligwe. Te grupu ya kukonkelera no kukonkelera. Bali batuma fyaba. Na bali batuma natubeshi bakairi. Ine madamu kulanda efyona ishwa pali abantu bamundubire bali nechira kasane chako pali bu president ero ichira kabakwete no ulefu okumwa menshi na shalira ukwete chira kacha menshi bakwete chira kacha kukumbwa kwati ni video fya kwa tule kumbwa ka drinki wakamene po 2 years ago echira kabakwete bamundubire pantu bamundu birenga barolesha buno weno twali kuwata mu PF constitution ya tukonka ero constitution ya tukonka nga wafika ku following a constitution ya tukonka nishitaulingi lyokuba lida mu party yesu ero futi ngo wafika ku following a constitution yesu nishina ulingo kuba expelled Instead, you answer to work to expelled. Pantaule konka maruzi ya party. Na alabwera kupa nono. Ngamwarolesha kunuma kulia balungu. Ba former president beso. Bale fwaye okuchitaiba echo bale fwaye okuta indozi wa mundu biri. Batero bayisamu na mukulolela kupa nono baroleleleko. Bayisamu na ma problems ya kwata ba mundu biri. abantu bali munati ba mundu bile bali mamanya bali ba fast kuchira omutima wabo
milima.com.
sana
Oh my God.
mamanya kuchira omutima wabo epo umba palendera omutima na palendera omubiri waba mundu bile omubiri ulatangira dani omutima washagira so balungu balisa imonati apa fest kantekanye mukutekanya kwa balungu nga mwalisarulesha buno sana pali abalungu bafumine bamupawa bamundu bile baliya sana kuli balungu akashitaka ano baisale kokulaya ko batampire balungu batampire kupalamika bakambwiri aba GPM nga mwali konkere buno sana futi kuli akuma tu batampire kukwata ma opinion polls pa Facebook na pa WhatsApp group mwinyo mwale botuma opinion polls yale isa mukusangu ati dyonse bakambwire ebalefu number 1 ba mundu bile ilingi balefu number 4 number 5 mauzi sampana ngupaliani nshali lufyanya alefu mako number 3 number 4 ba emanu wa mwambe balefu melingi number 3 ba GBM number 2 kama ikonka buno sana so nombe echo na ipo na ishire mwena inati ulubola apa lwaingira na ishire mona batata bash promise baisa chita indozi wa mundu bili after ba muno tuma opinion post pa Facebook baisa ta indozi wa mundu bili ati muntu twinga shupa na kofera ngoyo bali ama aspiring president bali shupa na MPF ati ebenge minina emuntu washupa twinga shupa na kofera na isapunda na kupunda kutoa yaso ntamufya omuntu omwene ati uli wiki mu political party ozo ndema tiwo tungashupa na nankoyi nawo muna nabaleri itinga muli abale wina every time oyo mwenso oyo areka pwapo icha ishirenda bwisha nomba chako bati ama MPs abadi 31 bali abayishire chita indozi wa mundu bili futi MPs ba ile votera bill 7
yeah, na puzzle ya solve kaka the puzzle
nansa nakwata ati uyu muntu
Eh.
train dozi mu Japan ma groups ina nali ba groups ali madam tinapunda ati ama groups ali almost 100 and shinga eyo na ba mwaya UPN ya PF wa NCP ya sha so ndo mfoto ntutwingi sana mabali abonse bona ishwa ati abali ba UPND bonse bamba kusupport abamundu bile so nomba bali abashakwata umupashi wa kutontonkanya bwangu ifire kitika na ija
matomola likwanya chera tukuta
eba weak link is the weak link
matomola bonse balia basupporta mundu bile bonse balia abantu bona ishwa ati aba UPND madamu mulei ukisema tu aishire bakona imo platform pomwandi
okay
ya tu aishire shukwana nanko mulei ukisema madamu ya tu ashupene nanko sana na aishire bati na aishire ponte la viparasti mulei ukisha
I think so pako kola bati ya
bako kola we muntu alishire 500 after mwaisaji pushati mulei umfwa pushani omubiri ba Oliver fira marenda ndaulati
na mulwala yes okay yeah I remember that yeah
alishire 500 yuli muntu so nomba bali abonse bali analibeshwa muguma group basangwa ebona isasa ngati basupporta ba muntu bili nomba uyu muntu wa UPN nishara supportera ba muntu bili so na isa pishamu ati bali ikala paisha bali ponda tie tu support muntu bili pakutumanika ati wa PF pakuti muntu bili yale advantage ero futi pali bale ba supportera bill 7 ba 31 balya bayisandange ekintu ekikulu sana ikyakwebati naisa muna ila mwalera twalaba liye libalera ndapo pali bakambwiri batapo pontera bakambwiri bakambwiri balandire pali ba mundu bili okwebati ali kwate emirandu oyo ali bashani emirandu ija pantu na mu UPND group mu 2023 na 2022 nalisa ngire po bale ilandapo noponda tinga twasara mundu bile nga tuwa making sure ati baisa batonse basala mundu bili aya pamulu ngaya pamulu mundu bile ero tukese mu ikata nomba time ya nominations okay mkuta filing
ni shifya pena wow
tonse ya penero na yeye na bale ipinga mu 16 hours before 18 hours daira kuona pakutinga tuwa mu ikata na palianga ba mu ikata palia ni chapo batonse tabayimini na ba PF ni chapo epo ya shimina mwai managa so the point na isa pundirati mundu bilete muntu wakubika pa chipepa pali ati ayimini for president.
I hope ba dempu bale umfwa ba dempu bale umfwa
ifwe yapo kona tuashika flag Yesu as a PF as a opposition party tuashika so ichikankara futi mairo madam mairo nalipali blaze na ile kumana na baliriye na ishire barondorwele mu firendere fintungo na okwatole support ole support but tule kukanyo support ole support but we pointera abantu bele support umi la muntu na yewe chofe kumutima obi ati ne ndi support nyoyo ole fu afunyane shubi twala kumfuate ole support nyoyo na ifo twala kweba ko ama opinion yesu but hao balije bali safi wokumfwa we nomba ifonga twaisa pitana mundu bile imuka yakuisa tapali yako tukaya ifwe bantu natu ishwati wendo mule ingira ko wendo bwa chimperesha wamonaga ifyo na ishirebe bati wendo bwa chimperesha bantu wendo mule ingira ko tamwishibe ko buleya koke kutumwa ya salashani ifintu ifili iliko mwaya ta umuntu baya musansa pawo de abo fiati president uchipanye ko abatabala musalati
imagine
bantu utonse ya chef twa umfuana no bati utonse PF webo bakasala ku PF bakasala president wa PF ukemini na patonse nombo ko ngaisa solashani patonse without kusala kupati ko aba ku PF bantu PF tatula sala abali pilama 200,000 bali tabala convention mamona ero kairi chimbye cyo bayona welire ba mundu bire na bantu babo bali basupporta bantu basendere na bantu ko bali abasambirira kuri na bantu abatontonkanya bwino batiro bayisasangwati bantu bale tontonkanya batibana abale tontonkanya ngaba karamba so ba mundu bire babona wira kaliya yabo nombe abo politician mamona ga ero pantu ilya ine tonse ilya nga tuwachinja mano fila ba given lubinda na nentungulushi tukwete kulya ku UPF gasha chinja mano atatuwaena tonse tuwala nechipani chimbi tuwala ingira mu tuwala supporta bonse baka kwata abantu bali tabaka kwata abantu so bene cyo bafuyo kutontonka nyafe bali ingire fyo kuyiche fyano kubwera kulyawe soli perfect wachitire twali rufyanya pantu umwana wa rubirenga wera bara mupokerera pantu ali rubire na isarombo gwerero nga fina sampali isawera alomba no gwerero twali muwerera professor ampali rufyenye ba muntu ale mu blema ba mundu bire bene batukanye ku blema ni ba Yesu awe te ba Yesu mkwali so if you natural for you kulanda ko ine
Totally good information, Oliver. Good to have you. Don Oscar, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. I have to appreciate Oliver. Am I audible?
Quite.
Okay, I have to appreciate Oliver. Thank you. Good submission. And I love your focus. Your word, and you are saying that you are not just speaking from without, but you belong to how many? Actually, how many of a group small, but
they were a spy. They were spy.
Papa, my contribution is I will not allow myself to start advocating for which candidate is ideal. I want na akuba only the from Machilanda, na mikonko from Machilanda, na labo gishapu. If you are President wa Ghana, Bapumuro, have you heard what he said in Parliament?
Nachumfat is strengthen the institutions?
Yes. So Achilanda so, and I'm going to quote. Aranda T, I'm going to quote Barack Obama when he visited Ghana. He said, Africa does not need strong presidents. Africa needs strong institutions and the separation of power.
Wow.
It was so beautiful.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was amazing.
Bapi Simon, too many. Mule to mama gift Bapi Simon. Mule fokun to mina manigan. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go.
Manigan, shoot them.
Shoot any manigan Bapi Simon.
My dear Pumulo, that I'm happy. It's the Ghanaian president who has come to say the same things. Today I was studying integrity, Zambia integrity, a young boy. It's called Zambia integrity. And there was people here, MPs, this and that, if we want to work on whatever. And I approached those people and I was speaking the same words which the Ghanaian president has mentioned in Parliament today. I said, they were asking me a question. 61 years after independence, Bapombo, where have we got it wrong? And this was my answer, Umur. Where we have got it wrong is our institution, instead of making them robust and independent, they have become puppets of a president who is there.
Captured.
So, with this, captured. So with this system, Miranda, yes, they are captured with this system where the institutions are, because the institutions, they are going to say, who appointed me is the president. Who gave me the job is the president. Can you say something about the president or against the president? No. Why can't you say anything? Because he appointed me. So now, the problem we have in Zambia, and this is what I say, after the governance of President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND government, Bapumulo, I'm now convinced Zambia can be led even by Muriokela. We don't need an intelligent president in Zambia. What we need is just the institutions.
Somebody who's going to respect the rule of law. That's why it boils down to the
Constitution.
That's why it is a big issue here. Mundubire is a big issue.
My dear,
Because Mundubire has disrespected. He has disrespected a simple document for a political party. What is he going to do when it comes to government?
Yes. So you guys, Ghanaian president mentioned the same way John Achiboma at integrity, Zambia integrity. And I said, we need robust institutions and the separation of powers. Because at the moment, there is a total confusion. We don't know who is responsible about the judiciary, the legislature.
We know there is an invisible hand. There is an invisible hand controlling everything. Because there is no autonomy.
So now, I'm telling you, this Ghanaian president, we are going to talk about him even tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll come and I'll talk about the Ghanaian president, because these things, had we spoken ourselves, everyone was going to tell us, no, what are you saying? He said it. And in Parliament of Pumulo, I was looking at certain faces. They were not laughing, they were not clapping, because the guy hit on the nail. That is what we need in Zambia. We
Na
need
Dangote
strong
taishtefa
institutions.
ishile mukubeba. Didn't Dangote tell him the same?
Na Dangote said the same.
All the people they come ku Zambia mukubeba kateke for tulebeba. But tabale umfwa.
Yes. If Imwenga Mwalanda,
We are bitter.
No. I'm telling you, the Ghanaian president, thank you, sir. Thank you. Kudos. You have spoken on behalf of the Zambian people. We have always been saying, can we have the separation of power? But then, once a more issue, you know what happened with the so-called Bill 7? You know what happened? Did we have the separation of power? Absolutely not. But we know that even Dangote said, yes, we know that, yes, well, Oliver, you are right. Even Dangote said the same thing, my dear brother. If you go to the car, you cannot talk about these things because you are just from outside. You remember diaspora, you are just talking rubbish. They told me like that. And I answered, I am used to insults because I'm a leader. And I don't react to insults. When somebody insults me because I'm saying the truth, myself, I'm used to that because I'm a leader. And the focus of my discussion is to tell the Zambian people the truth. We are not going to allow, and this was my focus now to respond to these guys. Nati, Imwe, for the first time in this country, we will rule, we will use Mingalato. You cannot use Mingalato to lead the country.
No.
You can't use Mingalato.
Ba mundu bile na beno mo baponene, ba mundu bile na beno na baponene mo mukuya mukubwe, balefa abasende presidency ya butonse by illegality. No.
So we can't use whether you are going to use Mingalato, you might use it today. These has consequences. These has consequences. Who is going to pay for these consequences? Probably not us, but the children, your grandchildren are going to pay the consequences. By UPND, much take advice. Nama Aka mentioned it. Nalipange Mingalato. To dribble the Zambian people with P7. Cornelius Mwetwa said, we have another Mingalato so that we are going to dribble the Zambian people. So in Mingalato, we are going to find out. We are going to ask. I will ask by Cornelius Mwetwa. We are going to ask President, what are these Mingalato that you are now planning to dribble the Zambian people? You are supposed to lead them. Zambian people are the ones who give in power the politicians. No, but Imwe, you started dribbling Abena Zambia with the so-called Mingalato. This is unconstitutional. A country which rules with the rule of law. People who have used this word, in Mingalato, we are supposed to be summoned by police. People were supposed to be summoned by police and taken to the courts of law to answer questions. But, through Zambia, with the new Dawn administration, today twaimwena fwevene chivote twaimwena chachine twaimwena fwevene. We are here and we are watching and we are saying. But anyway, what really comforted me today and if you get the Ghanaian president, and I quote, Africa does not need a powerful, a Champions League president. Africa needs strong and independent institutions with the separation of power and the independence amongst the three arms of governance. Thank you so much, Vane, and I submit. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, could I want to be a video? I don't know if I can play it. Yeah.
Playing in madam.
Yeah. Again, English to play.
I think between 30th or 29. Abavena Jack, Vaisa Alembati, Tulea Kumazabuka, Tule Twala, Tukaya Mukustao Buteni, injunction. Twaberenga, also for our Tume Kumutwawa, Teverok, Gentry plan. Twice Asunka write up through our interim spokesperson to our Twachinja. Tukesakwata conference yesu mu February pasende kali fe deliberate so that Jackie alawe na bantu abo bambyo kwa lolera pasende ero twice amunat okay so number I date twasetinga tukakwate iliko risk ama guys wagacha obtain injunction. What do we do? Iseni tuiweshe kunu no manga kuiwesha kunu. We don't have to make it public. We called delegates from all over the country. We just told them, no, you are coming in, there's a meeting, we have to make some decisions. Everyone came, Kasam, Mansa, Chipada. Waleisa mukufika, twalero kasamu aliwa last year. Waleisa mukufika straight in kuvenue ones. Twakomanako. Gentlemen, we have an issue. To change people will disturb us. So we are here, the general conference is set. No, it was after Palestine elections and fiance. It was smart move. To push ero twice and kuchalo ati to push. Jackie na rimwe no kumwewa. Isa lemba no kulemba Jackie vere bato ke mwatichai. Na tie mtwale fwa kubichaya. Okay, amaka mlevo fia conventional tactics. You can't. So not to ya ifonachi.
No, mbawala shukutende. Eso mwira baniso. Amakaya ba mubantu. Noti mwena mwaire panga filia atoke kwa itoke atwaliuma mwaliuma muri smart. Kute tani apepe ivintu wamona. Turela ndoko bati nomba imo mwambo ku study by. Na bapasta
puta. Mwalimu wa boss of wanje balionse pali wa Lubinda. Wanje watu anon. Lubinda is killing us with slow poison. Ngata to change ele. This country will be in a mess. We have to act. And that has been our position. You can't continue your conference, your conclave, your conclave, your number chavasha, number more ingila bambina wale salama political party. You to alachite. No. Boss evele kubuto, shinon. Kubuta. People need direction. People na borokos wakuta.
No, mamaneni, namwishiwa ine my worry. Apa vision komana la wishpa nonde. Okay, quite okay. Ngafe fino wachipera example ba wino ba pastor ko bati. Mumalawi.
Ema politicians to kwetiam.
This is what we are talking about.
Imagine, how can they call people blindly? People were blindsided.
Madam, that is exactly what Miles did. We are having a meeting. Disguising in the meeting.
Imagine.
This is when we are saying what is different from what Mundwiri did and what Miles did.
So,
And you go
Zambia.
and you want to do no.
I have to confess here that Mao-san,
I think between 30th or 29.
is known, and he received a lot of reaction from the Zambian people throughout the whole country. And one of the reactions that were going to Mao Sampa was this: Mao Sampa, you have betrayed your uncle, Michael Chifiasat.
Madam, yes, by Paul.
Mao Sampa, you have no heart.
Okay.
You have no heart. You have betrayed your uncle. You have betrayed the party.
Madam, stay mute. Stay mute. Madam President, stay
I know,
mute.
I'm just listening, Shirelanda. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mao Sampa, you have betrayed your uncle. Your uncle. And you are not there when Mao Sampa, when your uncle Michael Chufyasata suffered injustice, failure, humiliation, disappointments, until he became a president, when everyone was doubting that Michael Chufyasata could not have become a president. He now eventually became a president, and he came out with a very formidable idea of constructing his political party, Patriotic Front. So all those Zambian people who were patriotic, they were welcomed to be part of this political party. And he did not even issue them with cards, party membership cards. He just said, when you feel you are patriotic, you are welcome in this party. So now, when that happened, Mao Sampa could not hold, could not hold with his conscience that burden. About one answer correct if it's wrong, what I'm saying. Mao Sampa could not hold the burden of saying, you betrayed your uncle, and your uncle is the owner of the PF. And Mao Sampa, thank God, he came back to his senses and went back to ECL, and he said, and he confessed whatever happened. But President ECL, the convention we had was illegal. I was voted as president of PF illegally. So here I come, and I bring back the authority to you. This party PF belongs to you, but President ECL. I remember these words just like today. And so Mao Sampa has redeemed himself because he took back the party when ECO was alive. The difference now between what the people are saying, they are talking to Abraham Mundubile to say, Abraham Mundubile, this game we have seen it even before. Imingalato Mao Sampa, he used to call himself Mbappe. For platform. Mbappe, Mao Sampa was saying, I have dribbled the PF. That's what he was saying. And he was calling himself, my real name is Mbappe. I dribbled everyone. At a holiday, it was a holiday, Independence Day. It was a holiday. And Mark Sampa was allowed to do the so-called Mingalato on the Independence Day in the presence of the army, the police officers who were surrounding the place where Mao Sampa was doing whatever he was doing.
Thanks.
So he came back and says, my conscience, in the conscience, yakana fyo kunsumirisha conscience, in a reta nomba, ichichipani, awe the chandi, by isio, ichichipani, chandi, what I did was wrong. I'm bringing back now the authority to you, but isio. Mao Sampa, public, but what Mao Sampa experiences this conscience, malishwa conscience, settlement, conscience settlement. And we suggested to Mao Sampa, you will not be happy in life. Everyone, 22 million Zambian people, Mao Sampa, wherever they are going to see you, they will tell you, you are a betrayer. You betrayed your uncle. You, Mao Sampa, you have never fought for this party, and you betrayed the party that your uncle fought for it. If your Mao Sampa wishes you to consent judgment abakaana fyokusaina ne bajaji but Mawasap with Brian Mundubiri and team, they went there and they said, iwe washishe chipani na Mawasap alandao mwe wantu wakwalesa, and he promised yawe twalichita ufu mtungu. So ichi chipani chakwa Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And what did Edgar Chagwa Lungu do? He points given Lubinda as he is acting president. This is what we are calling the rule of law. Guiding a country using the constitution. And the PF as a party has its own constitution. Ilingalato, it's typical of President Hakainde Hichilema and Cornelius Mutwa. Why should now Brian Mundubiri adapt Ilingalato? How do you differentiate him, or which they differentiate between President Michael Santa and the ECL? Why should they succeed? And now, Brian Mundubiri Mwambo Kulanda ati we are Edgar Chagwa Lungu movement. Imwe we want to Mulungu wawe. Why should you separate my Chilufya Michael Chilufya Santa and the Edgar Chagwa Lungu? Oromunati ati imo mkwete movement yakwa Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Where are you going to put Patriotic Front Michael Chilufya Santa? Where are you going to put him? If you take Edgar Chagwa's movement, and the Edgar Chagwa, when did this Edgar Chagwa's movement start? How? Obufi bulano kubwela ero bane. Ifwe ati ukwali nsoke yakwafugire bantu. Ifwe tulesoka fi. Ngabantu nga batumfwako yakwakafe wantu. Mwewa ni support wa Mundubiri. Utumwawe wakubayama wa Mundubiri. Baya Mundubiri. Mweshitisha ECL. Mweshitisha Michael Chilufya Santa. Mweshitisha kulibana. Mweshitisha kulibana. Kulibana Hakainde Hichilema. Mweshitisha wabantu wakwalesi. Epo na apela. Alikwebele. Wapu.
Kulina kambika video akaisa lekeni nchite play before we continue.
Ghana, and I quote, he said, Africa does not need strong men. It needs strong institutions. We must build our democratic institutions to be independent and efficient. Parliament and the judiciary must work independently in the public interest. Leaders must respect their oath of office to respect the Constitution. In our sub-region of West Africa, democracy is backsliding with a return to military dictatorships. Ghana is, however, on a mission to prove that democracy works and that our people can achieve prosperity and opportunity under a constitutional democracy.
That's the president. I think you're in the but you know,
this is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
He quoted Barack Obama, who went to Ghana, and you remember that there was another president in Ghana who was violating and abusing the gold exploitation of gold in Ghana and all those things until this man came into power in Ghana. And this man, he has taken a good advice of Barack Obama. Africa needs strong and robust institutions and the separation of power. If you saw what I saw in that parliament, there were members of parliament from the UPND. They were shocked. They could not smile because what this guy was saying.
Nga bachamboka ibaite mwensere tabachimuntukana. Because they are mad nense.
Thank you.
So anyway, na tuyumfira how that's the video of Nichana Nonde Ale Shimika. So actually, I've been given the backstory of what happened. So if you are ringing okuchitika, at actually Bamundu Bide, Baringiro Kuya Kukasama, reported speech. Bamundu Bide was supposed to go and campaign in Kasama by election. Meanwhile, Batonse Vadivikile notice here to say they are going to have the convention on the 7th. Then there was another group. Here, Ringiroku Yabika injunction to stop that convention. So somehow, among those people who were supposed to go and put an injunction against that Tonse convention, but they leaked that information to Mwinemushi. So when they leaked that information to Mwinemushi, instead of going in Kasama, baikala mudia murusaka, babasuba no wunga. So that is what happened. So that's the backstory of it. It's like there was supposed to be an injunction to stop them. So because they had announced that date, so then before your date in Africa, why instead babe kukasama kudia bali kurusaka bale basuwa obunga so efya chitike.
And they lost Kasama.
Yes.
They left the campaign.
No, then it's part of the plan. They were not supposed to win it. Had they gone there, maybe they would have won. So it happened, and they were working under instructions. And they have instructions now mubeshiba. That's why they had to be in Lusaka. So that could have a lose. Mamona. Emingala tueshinesho tulelanda kubati. Mwebantu bakwaresa. Zambia.
Bayamba no kulaiba ba Lubinda. Bamba no kuponyo tuna video kwa ba Lubinda baisa kokuno.
Yes.
Because trying to look at the security shanshani, banda tota tuwaeko. Tekeni bachitefa mama. Bale chitefa ifya bufufuntu.
How can you develop a country mwebena Zambia? Ama politics ya mingala to ba mundu bili. I'm so disappointed. Mwanzini. Na chanda nondenga na mumufa chanda boasting. Ambushing people, you lie to people. That's why he's an illegal president of Tosa, because they lied to people. That's why they voted. They had to pay them sakakata mulomo for them to stay and vote.
In any case of Pumulo, the elections here of this year, the elections do not need Tonse as a name.
No, it's splitting the vote by Donoska. The whole idea is to scatter PF.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes, but wait. The question is this. I think the people of Zambia have cried to God for very loudly, and God might answer.
So look at how the Ghanaian president came to talk for Zambians. Tell us all you. If that's not God.
So Zambia might speak to the Zambian and Mapomolo do not despair. We hope God can answer to the plight and the cry of the Zambian people soon. The people who are cadres are very few than the ordinary and the respectable citizens of Zambia. So the cadres in number of Mulu, they are very few. what the Zambian people has gone through for all these 5 years, no one needs to explain to the Zambian people. They know it. They know what they have gone through. So, I don't think, look at what happened in Chawama when the UPND, they had to hire Kalimanshi. Makumulo, this is very interesting.
Obama said during a visit to...
Now, my platform. Therefore, I must reflect on this point. Look at what the Zambian people, they reacted when Liswaniso, the National Youth Chairman of the UPND, made an extreme attempt to go and engage Kalimanshi, Commander Kalimanshi, because Kalimanshi had to convince to Liswaniso to say, I have a lot of influence in Chawama and I can command my people so that they can go and vote. What happened when Liswaniso engaged Kalimanshi? The reaction of the people of Pumulu was the contrary. People were frustrated. People were disappointed because they said, you have been accusing the UPND of using the cadres, and you, Liswaniso, you go and engage Kalimanshi, and as usual of a cadre, Kalimanshi was boasting vehicles and all those things. What was the result in Chawama? The UPND lost the elections seriously. It was a serious challenge. They tried to use all means, but they lost the elections. Now, why am I talking about the voting in Kalimanshi, in Chawama? It's because it's a question of time. If Zambia, if PF, our Shereko, and the other collaborators, how I wish there will be other collaborators who can come together, and they give a candidate to the Zambian people. The people of Pumulu, they are not going to follow the cadres. The cadres, they have their own jobs. They are cadres, that's their essence. But the majority of the Zambian people of Pumulu's tobacco are not cadres. And this is my point. The majority of the people who voted in Zambia are not cadres. And it's just a question of who is going to influence now that majority vote of the Zambian people. That's a beef for thought. Thank you so much.
insala opposition mukalamba tukwete muchalo chesu ichaza so kuri bari mfati makadazi bari bakuri bashani kuri ba mundu bari bakuri UPND bari bakuri banani bari iposera fishta pantu abantu bonse mu Zambia bari umfluensala bali umfwana kujyo bunga wa national service bari pali 65 kwacha muri balungu na pali 55 kwacha nomutengo bayishireshitira po no kubutantamina pa 230 so onze vyo mwina Zambia ngali chumfuire chile cha kutantamina obunga afuire fie atontonkanya nensala leo umfwa pali lero ne finto etyo 50 tulire na shuge ko ifikire pa 90 kwacha from 35 kwacha so afuire fie omuntu akwata okutontonkanya batatontonke nyo kwebati yawe na chula sana na rodseti nyitu apitamu awe ishi alifye bwino bantu ganalolesha mawewo daztabale ocherera bale bomba limo bushupala pene nga twaisa kupyo tumaraiti balere paloti nga ya twaisa kupyo tumaraiti apo pene bamba no kuomba wale onfoma grinder ya dampo kuliro obushi 0203 ma grinder ya lirira so kuri bali abakwebati bale monalimbi bukade winga vote kada tabuvota bakada bengita bakwara na mavoters ka but mu Zambia nyole umfuensala eufuire kailangi olukula nomba ipali kuli obushuwa pa 13 August mbanga bapunda tawe ifotuleya nabakada awe bakada bakesho kubavotera era chimbinga mwaisarolesha kuchawama abantu efu bavotere bali votere bwino ifo kuno turero mbula kuchawama yako tosangwa kwali akantu kuno eko bali pitana mamotoka tabakwete n'abantu abali bakonga ulifi forward we nokula forcing abantu pali forward nokula umina po abantu bambi yero kabakambwiri baishireisa kuchawa kampeni yalifye bwino but yero baishireisa bakambwiri kuchawa aho cyarifukira mwandini kware bafye imbwiri nabashakirana kukonka batampo kukonka umunenga fyafini chaire bakasama yero baire kukasama bakambwiri umunenga chaishireba bamundu birero bari kuri atakwari bafiriye fya kubati bakonke titinda ngombe bati after kwaya bakambwiri mumone titinda ngombe chaireba kuri so ifintu fimo kuiroesha fino kuiroresha afya tibushe kuri uyu ine kuti nafika ko nangu kuri uyu ine kuti mfikeko. That's why if you feel kuri kuyitorokera fenombo kubula fe moto ko umwe watorokera mwatawe moto kandefu kwenda na moto keishira kusumina ile balete ya game namba parasti baya isanza na paude ya mahala yo taisha akabombe fifionse kakushinga bunga bure abasanshi so mwafintu kula batamba fya abantu ngabalezi defintu bantu kaitetu yo oloreshe tetu yo ona ole constitution yayikalira uyo bule usukusule kwepepo wewe pepelefu wako upombele mukaponda na nguvu
yeah what
Oliver bantu nankaloto somoto masei
atshani weksheni po
la constitution nema tepai na yayikalira waya susula kukaa kuona ati yinde fo pepera mwana nichi bala tulino asura kuyi
mwadeni mwe bantu kuti bwaira pano pa Facebook hapa
mamoni bantu ngawa susula ku evolution flat shooting iyo pa wafunya
yes and then ulenda chirifye bwino but now susula kwati awe irifye bwino mwamona at constitution ya what happened hapa na usutura pofi mwapa pali wa usutura ka achirifye bwino we are missing here dawe chirifye bwino kabili na uri adi suswire ko na ine na susula what did it you people anyway thank you guys for joining Upper number, you know, if you're Mulandile Oliver, we need to continue coming here, no like to expose with you. Because Idia Chef Oliver, the lie being told over and over, people will believe it. So we have to keep Andy, expose the lies and yes we we need to expose the lies is all I can say. Because once the people wale monama video na basubo bunga bata circulate ero bata share kumanani balawe na bantu baitire kuri fake convention they start distributing those videos people will leave that will believe that how chachini badi basale chachini. But again it's important people to come here and expose the lies that this is a fake.
Mada mwine angu mwaishi bati ndichirema ero echo na ifyo pona imini na ine ishitina muntu ine apa lichishinka nkalanda na pa Facebook para penenga balembe fyabu finkalanda nangu ni pa chechi ne ndikatoliko waka mamo na ameishi ngana mfu afyo muntu walera ndafika
walisaina nani kane ya nani kane tatu bila kuvatika na walisaina
kwa hiyo
na kuikata that's good. But still more Panaguika than the one side.
We are almost here to 2 hours. Shanshan, you call a last comment so that Mkutushako will be here again tomorrow, my lord. Abatabatu kwanishe ba timu fiabufi. Timu liars. Yeah. Team batu dribble tulero. Batu dribble abu 7 eono batu dribble na bu presidency. Batu dribble ne chipani.
Les allez turandirako na president wa Uganda aturandirako
ati team scammers.
Dangote aturandirako. So
scammers na bakolongana bali ku team imo balerya bali ku ma feeding tube scammers bali ku ibere bale bonsha Baleonka mascammers boss. Kabiri bena pakulanda nga mwamona balanda nishi bafuma mukonga nabe kuta.
If not mino apala mukonga tawatukana apa. Balanda sie. Aranati mwawa olizo. Alanga mwaya kulia. Alensereshi bako.
Nibakada so naba isefuru na tu ineni ntemona tinaba isefuru na kulima kembi tatuwaka. Ngaba isa in the corner. We don't want cadreism near Makebi. Makebi represents ECL. And the new rebranded new rebranded PF. Mukwai. Mwalalanda kumbali. So anyway, if you're mulanda if you kuita machine nenimba sokale. Inbox ama numbers uko. Mulande. So if you kuita machine nimba sokale nimba pera fine warning bati scammers bati fiancé. Final warning bati scammers. If you are in the Americas or in UK, if you harass me or bully me, I'm reporting you to ICE and the UK police department.
Okay.
Yes. And nimba pera fine warning. Mweba ntunga mwafaka ndumbule shina kuli team scammers. Send me, tag me, mukan. I know I'm broker team scammers are in broker. Alalande fya upupaparini. I'm broker, but alalande fya upupaparini. So this is my final warning, team scammers. Anyone muli team scammers, uli mu diaspora, kuma UK na ku America, ngalanda fya upuwa pali ine or any respectable person in PF, I am reporting them to ICE. Ngari mu America dem ta report kuli ba ICE. Elo ngari ku England dem ta report kuli ba UK. UK has a website where you can report a cyber crime such as hate speech and cyber bullying as a witness. So they don't necessarily have to insult me. They can insult by Emmanuel Mwamba. I will take that screenshot here by Emmanuel Mwamba and use it as evidence to report those people. So mubabike pa notice kwa chivekalira. I'm giving them notice kwa chibaleke. Let's start afresh. Today under the former candidates, yes, we are team scammers. Promote your scamming without insulting people. I rest my case.
Okay, I'll choose my name. Thank you very much. I think we have to keep, because when the wise people, they stop talking, they cannot speak. And what triumph is in our country is evil. So we don't want evil to triumph in our country. We want wisdom, wisdom to triumph, and we are going to speak. We come, sometimes we make it very late in the night. Come and participate on all these platforms because we want to speak out so that scammers or cadres do not monopolize what is the political
mass scammers, yeah, but they are not cadres. But don't Oscar.
So we are here. We will be here all the time, and sometimes even awkward times, because we don't want evil words or evil intentions to be manipulated as good intentions for our country. So we are here. We will do the checks and balances. If the members of parliament, the opposition members of parliament, they are corrupt, they are shamefully corrupt, and they cannot speak out, we are going to speak because we love our country. That is the only reason we are going to speak. We love our country. Thank you very much.
And Georgie?
kushekwa abantu naine invest ndekushaka bari mu comment section bose bantu imwe mu mure amure tushindikisha fe bari pamoro tamwishire pamoro so if mure amure tushindikisha na ifonish mure tuperera ko inkosho shako bati turekosera ko kulandira ko bantu kairi bambi turatino kulanda bambi baratino kulanda so ifine mure isa mu kutukoseresha pakuti at least turemilandira ko fo bapo twiriyo tirimba bwangu Bandifo tulimba tuena tuari posa kali. So mnaisa mkutukoseresha kwa fine pakti tule wombera chapa mupakoti tukwate ukuru utuine. Uru wesu wonso natotira mkwai.
Thank you, Oliver. Great contributions. Angel G, before we close. Okay, I think she's held up. So thank you, everybody. More audience. Mwebali Papane, has been a great show. A lot of good information. Turinabe na bumper to bumper. Team Scammers, we are on you. Team Scammers, we are doing this. We are not allowing you to to scam the nation. Yes, so. Mkwai.
YouTube ninkwata kwa new songs isha ninkwata ko ndesa fyo tusunga na ndiyoko yali ayanyu mtumu wa templa ko mubali muma
muwike link hapa, post the link in the comments so that to ishiba
madam ishiba
tamwa ishiba. Okay, chitire ni inbox me the link and then I'll post it.
Okay,
all right, thank you so much, everybody.
So you were Oliver, now we know all this scammer, now we know what's scammer.